Holy crap, that's a Megaladon. That's my Statham. That's my Statham right there. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Daze Review. My name is Andree Daze, where opinion is king. We're here with another episode with Sam right here, my sister.
You invited me back!
Yes, we did, because we saw this movie. And what a movie it was, the MEG. On Rotten Tomatoes, it currently has a 49% and audience percentage of 62%. So it's alright. It's alright. I feel like this movie is going to be doing good overseas, but we'll see. This movie stars Jason Statham, Li BingBing, Rainn Wilson, Ruby Rose, Winston Chow, and Cliff Curtis. It's based on a 1977 book called The MEG, Novel of Deep Terror by Steve Atlan. Well, in my opinion, it was a crazy, outlandish movie, a crazy action movie. It's Jason Statham, which Jason Statham can't do wrong in movies. He's an action star.
Did you feel? I felt that there was a sense of, cause sometimes these movies, they can't kill off all the characters because they're the stars. Mm-hmm. I did have a sense of urgency when I saw them on film.
Yes, what this movie did good was it did have some suspenseful moments because it's a ginormous shark and it's a ginormous ocean in which literally we don't know what's out there, so anything could scare us. I hate the ocean personally because we've not discovered anything of the ocean, so all of this could be true, but we don't even know. Yeah, the story, it was pretty straightforward, this big shark out loose, what you're gonna do, you're gonna track it down and kill it. That's basically the story, and it's pretty good, I guess. It's nice, it's a nice change of pace in an action movie because it's like, I think they're trying to they're trying to get that essence of what people saw when they first saw Jaws. And that, like, oh, it's a scary shark, it's suspenseful, and they do at some points, they
follow the, like, kind of felt they followed the Jaw storyline, because you don't really see it till halfway through the film.
Yeah.
You just see, like, little clips of it until finally they give you the full thing.
I feel like the first part, well, there's no spoilers here, but the first part of the movie is, basically... like the explanation of what they're doing, and then the second part is
chaos.
Oh no, big shark.
Chaos.
Shark's coming to kill you.
It's basically Jason Statham versus Megalodon.
Yeah, he's like let's hire that guy, because he can.
I'm kind of happy they chose him and not The Rock.
Yeah, this could have been a Rock movie, but I feel like Jason Statham is a better candidate for this type of movie, for these types of films, because he's
he does dramatic
parts.
Yeah, but he does the dramatic parts really well too.
True.
Every time I see The Rock, I just think he's over the top.
He's one note. Come at me, Dwayne. No.
I really liked the little girl that they had. I'm sorry, we don't know the name.
Oh yeah, there's a child actor. She did pretty good.
She's part of the main cast. But I believed she did really well. Usually, you could totally tell when child actors are struggling.
Yeah, usually I hate child actors because they don't know a thing or two about acting.
But she's did
a nice
really
Asian
well.
girl.
She did really well. The other cast, Jason Statham, I loved him in Transporter. I loved him in all his other movies. And, who else? Who else was it? Oh, Rainn Wilson.
Rainn Wilson, The Office, my boy. He's that guy. That guy you gotta hate in the movie. It's a change. I thought he was gonna be a lovable character in this movie. He's kind of rich boy a-hole, which is kind of funny.
Well, if you feel that way, that means he played his part really well then.
Yeah, Rainn Wilson is amazing. The Office, Dwight. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Dwight with money. Would I recommend this movie to people to see? Yeah, it's worth the watch. We watched it in IMAX, so it was pretty. Yeah. It was pretty. The sound quality was pretty good. The picture quality was amazing. IMAX just makes the movie better. If you're watching it in regular, maybe it's like. Well, kind of like they
the same.
It had the thing about IMAX is that they make it super loud.
Yeah, so I got scared.
It kind of.
I'm a really big.
Puts you into the actual headspace of being in the movie. But I don't know.
I think they see. There's some people that are always criticizing about like the CGI and stuff, and in this movie you could totally tell where it's the screen is they're in front of a green screen.
It's a movie.
I know.
So, it's not real life. Oh, Lord of the Rings. How are you gonna?
CGI.
Yes, because it's all practical. This is a giant shark. You can't have.
Jaws did Mechanical Shark.
You know what? They don't got that kind of budget for it. All right, they don't have a 2-ton, megaton shark. You kidding me? This movie was in development hell apparently.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, for
2 decades it said.
2 decades. Are you kidding me? You think they have the expenses for a practical effects shark?
Apparently, Disney had the rights to it, and then since it never got made, they bought it from Warner Brothers.
I don't know anything about that, but yeah, practical effects would make any movie better, but they don't have the budget for it. It's easier to make a special effect shark.
Just go into it with not expecting a detailed shark.
But it was still
scary.
A shark. It's a shark.
Scary.
How detailed can you get with a shark? It's a shark. But
it's
still,
pretty detailed.
It's a pretty decent movie.
All that blood.
It was pretty good. Like the elements are there for a good movie. Jason Statham, as always, performance was on par of being Jason Statham.
Yeah.
How is this movie PG-13? Let's talk about that. There is blood and limbs and all that type of stuff.
And sharp teeth.
And and blood and sharks.
Chunks.
And this
Chunk buckets.
This movie is PG-13. What are
I thought it was rated
doing?
R.
Yeah, but no, it's PG-13.
Never mind.
Yep.
Was Jaws rated R? Yeah, it was, huh?
It was a scary movie when it came out. It was a scary thriller.
So they just cut out the really gory parts in this one.
Probably. There's still some chunks in there, but yeah. Well, all in all, this movie, I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's a pretty decent movie, pretty well structured. It's not a slapstick comedy. I'd give it that. But it's pretty good for the material they had. It really gets you invested. There's some suspenseful parts in it. And it's worth the watch. I mean, if you don't want to watch in theaters, I mean, you can get it on Redbox or DVD. You don't know that, but it's worth the watch for being in development hell.
I'm on the fence. I want to give it a 6, and then I want to give it a 7. So I think Jason Statham gives it a 0.5. So I'll say 6.5. I liked it. It wasn't as scary as I thought it was gonna be.
Was it marketed as scary?
It's a shark.
It's marketed as Statham versus shark. That's what it was marketed as.
It's in the middle of the ocean. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It was the characters were there. I got a little teary-eyed a few times. The action sequences were good. So yeah, 6.5. It wasn't as like I would suggest going to see it because you have to see it, but.
Yeah, it's one of those movies, like, if you want to see it, it's good to see, but rather, if you want to wait, just wait for it to come out, like DVD or a Redbox or rent it.
You'll get the same experience.
Just on your TV, set it to really loud to get the full experience.
And watch it in the dark.
Yeah, it'd be pretty good. But yeah, it's a good film. That's what we think, but what do you think, people? Who knows? Maybe you liked it, maybe you don't. If you've watched it, tell us what you think. If you haven't watched it, then we might just be saying some bullshit and you are watching it, but who cares? That's what we are.
Jason Statham.
Opinions are king in this channel. Thank you for watching another episode of the Dazed Review. My name is Andree Daze. That's been Sam, the sister of the channel. Yeah. We out. The MEG. Catch it or not. Does it alive? I don't